Okay. And what are these things in the matrix?
Calculation of the
Yeah?
mitochondrial. Calculation of the mitochondrial matrix.
Okay. And what's undergoing hyperplasia here? What is that? What's undergoing hyperplasia here? Smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Suppose you said mitochondria. What would I say? Wrong. And if you said endoplasmic reticulum without putting any qualifiers on it, what does that automatically mean?
0.25 deduction.
Nope. Wrong. Okay. And the other one, actually the question is the same for both. On B, it was the legs from his calf, and on A, it was the ears from a piglet. So, what do you call this stuff? What invades first? Saprophytic or putrefactive. And somebody said, can I name it? If you call it Clostridium, if you know the name for one of the actual name, sure. Yeah, you could have actually said that, even though that's really the cause of blackleg more than it is that. But actually, you do get gangrene. When you get blackleg occurring in the animal as a result of the organism going to the vegetative form and causing that muscle damage, that actually is gangrene. So, and if it got a lot of gas associated with it, gas gangrene. If it had a lot of vascular injury and blood associated with it, what is it called?
Dry.
No, it's not called dry. It's called moist or wet. Yeah,
Yeah, instead of putting gas, I put dry as a part of gas because it's in the extremities. How about that?
Nope.
Not even 0.25?
Nope.
What about all?
Okay. And we have a puppy here. And what's this called in the puppy? Encephalocele. And what's the probable cause of this?
Idiopathic.
Failure of suture.
No, etiology. Yeah. What causes this?
Failure to.
What's going to cause that? Vitamin what?
Vitamin B.
Vitamin B deficiencies cause the neural tube defects. Now, in the other one, it was the calf in A. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I'll ask you later because I can't stop
In another question?
Oh yeah, so if we got like half of it right.
If you got what now?
So if we got like half, like we put the disease right, but not what caused it, like we get.
Oh yeah. If you said encephalocele, but then said mercury or something on there, I'm caught mercury wrong, but I'm not going to say encephalocele wrong.
Okay.
Because I know they did the same time.
Okay, the other one was actually ectopic cordis in a calf. That's what was on A.
If you said ectopic cardiac, does that still count?
Say what now?
Ectopic cardiac, does that still count?
Is that a what?
Ectopic cardiac instead of ectopic cordis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The difference between saying it in Latin and saying it in
Okay.
Okay, what's going on here? Oh, what causes ectopia cordis cardia? What causes that? Wrong.
No, but it already says congenital.
What'd you say?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Sorry.
Actually,
Primary? Is it primary?
no, it's unknown. That's one of those that's still in the.
That's fair.
congenital.
Oh, it's congenital, but what was responsible for it, they don't really know what was responsible.
So,
That's not
of the
fair.
6 causes.
Oh, yes it is.
So,
All right, now here's this one.
Dr. Grant.
Yeah. Yeah. What?
For ectopic cordis though, so you know in your lecture notes you gave us like 6 causes for congenital defects. If we put one of those,
No. No.
So look,
And like my wife told me once, no, 1,000 times no. Okay.
so when you ask questions like that, like what causes this, you want like the virus or whatever, not
Yeah. Or if it's not known, then it's not known.
like, okay.
Yeah.
My answer to a lot of them will be
Okay. Here's this one, and we have this cell on the left over here, and we have this one. What's wrong here? That's the nucleus.
so it's pignosis.
Nope, that's not pignosis.
Carriaxis.
What else do you know?
Inclusion body.
That's an inclusion body.
Oh.
And over here, carriolysis. Why is it not carriolysis?
Because lysis.
Because his lysis, all of it's gone.
So for letter F, we're supposed to put inclusion bodies.
Yeah, inclusion body.
Why is it not pignosis?
Hmm?
Why can't we put pignosis again?
In pignosis, the nuclear envelope is going to be shrunken down right around this, and all you see is a dot like that.
Maybe please point out the inclusion bodies.
I think there would be, with pignosis, there would be multiple, like, aggregations.
How do we show the difference between?
Yeah, because I mean, that kind of looks, like, I put pignosis.
Yeah, I thought it was a condensed.
It's not condensed though.
It has to.
I think you're enjoying this.
Yes, please.
Can you put out the inclusion bodies?
It's the black. It's the black.
I feel
Right
like
there.
you're enjoying this. Wait, what is the question?
So that entire thing is an inclusion body, not
Mhm.
little black
What's going on
dots.
in the cell?
Yeah, yeah.
But that's not the
Okay,
question.
so
That's
for
what
me,
is in that cell.
Mhm.
My thought process
The-
was
the
something
question
that's
is,
no
what
longer
was in that
intact.
cell,
That's
or what is happening?
Carriolysis. Can you explain
No.
why it's
Some-
not?
He'll have to scroll back.
He has
When the
to.
cell membrane breaks, then the cell will die. That's true. But if you're looking at the nucleus and the cell membrane is broken, okay, that's true. But what are the phases that the nucleus goes through to tell you that it's dead? The first thing it does is pignosis, which it just shrinks.
Right.
The membrane is not broken.
Okay.
It just
Yeah,
shrinks.
I follow.
Then the next one, the membrane can be broken, but there are still clumps of keratin, not keratin, but of chromatin present. So
Yeah.
that's what this is. And then in carriolysis, the membrane is definitely broken, and you don't see.
What is he looking at?
Come here. You don't see this kind of stuff, and that,
So what is
and
it?
that,
What is it?
and that, and that. All you see is this. Okay? It's completely dispersed.
And those were inclusion bodies, you said?
No. That's the inclusion body.
Then what are
this
those
is
two?
chromatin.
That's chromatin. That's
Yeah.
So what?
Can you
Oh
point
my
to
God.
the inclusion bodies on F one more time, please?
Can I?
Point to the inclusion bodies on F.
Okay. Here's a nucleus. And it's not shrunken. And what these things are probably viral particles that are present in the nucleus. And that's an inclusion body. So what kind of virus probably caused this?
Distemper.
No, not a retrovirus. Because retroviruses are what kind of viruses? What kind of nucleic acid do they have?
RNA.
And where do you find those inclusion bodies? In the cytoplasm. Where do you find DNA inclusion bodies? In the nucleus. Except for pox virus. pox virus is in the cytoplasm, even though it's a DNA virus. Okay?
Can I see the question again?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
so and on B, the black stuff is the chromatin, what is the other stuff around that?
Yeah.
The fragments and stuff?
All of this,
Yeah,
that's remnants of the organelles.
okay.
Yeah. And some of it's just denatured protein in the cytoplasm.
Can I see the question again?
Yeah.
Can I see the question to this picture? Yeah. The most appropriate.
Make sure you write it down,
The
because I know that's what you guys are doing.
change in F. The most appropriate. And for B, we said karyolysis.
And what now?
For B, we said karyolysis.
No, Carrie Rexis.
We can drop the quiz, right?
Yeah, you could,
Okay. Just making sure.
unless you make less on something else. Okay, here's the case. And we have pigs, and they're in Mobile, and the farmer's worried about them because some of them are sick, and he's worried that he's gonna lose all of them. And what do you do? Now, some of them are showing dyspnea, so what do you do? Well, actually, you don't do too much of anything. So, based on what he's told you, what do you decide? V?
Yes.
Who's
Yes.
the doing cardiovascular? Why don't you say digestive?
There's nothing.
What is dyspnea a clinical sign of?
Difficulty.
Breathing.
So it's respiratory or
Heart.
cardiac? Yeah.
Most of it's
Now,
included.
why did I lay the question out like that? It's because I want you to go through the process that you would normally go through in trying to come up with a diagnosis. Step by step based on what you see at that point in time. Okay?
Hurt is.
Now, what would have happened if you had run down here and read what you found on the necropsy? You go back, oh, that's digestive. You didn't show a single sign of digestive stuff. So this idea is to get you to follow what you ought to be doing in making a diagnosis. Okay. So some of them did die, and when you did the postmortem, you found these results. And the question asks you, what is the lesion in the stomach? What kind of necrosis is in the gastric mucosa? What do you think? Coagulation.
Can you explain why?
And what probably happened to the epithelial cells that died? They sloughed off into the little amount of gut. And what's right underneath them? Blood vessels. And did the blood vessels break? What's that gelatinous thing in there? There's a blood clot. So yeah, they broke. This is what happened. The animals were bleeding into the stomach, and as a result of that, they didn't have enough circulating blood. They are in shock. And do you breathe normally in shock, or do you have difficulty breathing? You have difficulty breathing. So now, what could possibly cause this? Well, there are a number of possible factors that could have done this. One is these guys were in the finishing house. So what are conditions like in the finishing house?
Stressful.
Yeah. Why are they stressful?
Packed.
How many of them you got in there?
A lot.
You got a fair number of them in there. And if the house is not constructed properly, you might have drafts, wind drafts going through it. If you don't clean it out properly, they stand in the poop. You think all that stuff might be stressful? Yeah. Plus one other thing. What's the smartest animal on the farm? It's the pig.
The chicken.
Pigs need to have something to do. If they don't have something to do, they go around biting each other's tails. Right? So all of that is stress. And stress, of course, can induce illnesses. Now, there's several other things that could happen. One is vitamin E and selenium deficiency, which actually causes a vascular problem, and you don't get adequate circulation to the wall of the gut. It also occurs other places too, like in the heart and the liver. But in the stomach, you don't get adequate circulation to the mucosa. And there's another thing that can do this, and that is the type of feed that you give them. Now, when you put them in the finishing house, you're trying to give them highly concentrated carbohydrates and protein wide, because you want to get big quick. So that's what you do. And some of this feed is very finely granular. Now, what does a pig normally eat? Roots and all kinds of whatever. Actually, they eat anything. They're omnivores like we are. But they go out and root up stuff, bark, all kinds of things they eat. Plus, they can eat carrion if they come across it, and they can graze on grass. And so all of that. Now, that's completely different from the really finely ground feed, and that can cause these gastric ulcers as well. So, what did it in this case? But one of those things was, or multiple of those things were involved in this process. All right. Any other questions? Yeah.
Are you going to post our grades on Blackboard, or do we just get back to Scantron?
The what now?
Are you going to post our grades on Blackboard, or we just get back to Scantron?
You'll get back to the Scantron, along with because actually it won't just be the Scantron; it'll be the other parts.
Answer sheet.
Yeah, but you get what you got from the Scantron.
Could you scroll up, please, so I can remember my question?
You want that?
May you scroll up so I may remember my question?
Scroll up to which one?
So, I'll remember if you go up so I can see the question. I'll know when I see it. Slowly. Okay, yeah. Let's start with the puppy or the kitten, whatever that was. Now, looking at it, so it's encephalocele because his skull didn't form and part of his brain is protruding outward. Is that why we came to that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's exactly the same dog the skin is taken on.
Okay.
And that allows you to really see what that is.
And we said the most appropriate name for this anomaly. Oh, the probable cause. Oh, okay. We could have said toxins or would toxins be okay? Or, oh, you did say that. So, can we just say vitamin deficiency?
No.
Or vitamin imbalance? Nutritional imbalance?
Vitamin D.
Vitamin D. Because that's the one that's associated with neural tube development, which is the central nervous system. Okay.
Okay. So we can't say vitamin imbalance or nothing like that. Dang, okay, please scroll up some more. Let me see if I can remember the next question.
So is our lab part is going to be mostly like pictures? Because we have a lecture part and a lab part of the test.
The last part?
The lab part of the test.
The lab part will be all the images. You'll get multiple choice questions about them. So the first thing you're going to think is, oh, I got to go memorize every. Really, the idea is for you to understand what's going on. So the questions around that will be more of that kind of stuff than just what is the diagnosis. Now, a few of them will be that way, but most of them are not that. Most of them ask you something about it. For instance, if I showed you this picture and I'd give you a multiple choice question, and in that multiple choice question I may say, what is the cause of this? And I'll say, Coxsackie virus infection, canine distemper, stuff like that, and then I'd have B vitamin.
Right.
That's your answer. You know something about that, not just what is it.
Right.
Okay.
But they're all multiple choice though.
They're all multiple choice.
So for the lecture, it's going to be fill in like this.
No, it won't be fill in. Oh, well, some lecture you'll have some fill in. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
The lecture will be a combination of things. It won't just be multiple choice.
Like this.
multiple choice and some fill-ins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it paper test or on computer?
This is a paper test.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it'll always be a paper test.
The second test is the only computer test.
Oh, that makes a big thing.
And the other guy said, how do I study? How do I study? What you do, you get your lecture notes, you get the lecture PowerPoints,